Welcome to the next episode in this series of short video tutorials on how to digitize with Singer's Professional Sew-Ware Deluxe embroidery software, known as PSW Deluxe. My name is Tanya Owens, and I will be your guide through this series. This tutorial focuses on creating blended fields, that is color blending. Color blending is an art and a technique, and it takes time to master. This short tutorial teaches you how to use the tools in PSW Deluxe to achieve this effect. However, if you are new to color blending with thread or in general, I recommend that you study some primers on the topic. I've linked to a couple of blogs in the description below. And most importantly, to master this technique, practice in the software and stitching out until you achieve the effect that you desire. In PSW Deluxe, you can achieve color blending using the Degrade feature in the Embroidery Settings. Degrade means to gradually change the density value from top to bottom, thus achieving a nice effect by allowing the background color to show through the lighter density areas. Color blending occurs when you degrade a block, copy it, change the stitch direction and color, and overlay it on the original block. Fill stitches work well for layering colors. The multiple stitches and repetitive lines of stitching lends themselves to achieving a blending effect. Color blending doesn't work well with short stitches, so create large blocks that will have longer stitches. Note, the majority of embroidered shapes will have quality stitching that covers the background fabric with a density between 3.5 and 5.0. The lower the number, the higher the density. That means the closer the stitches. The higher the number, the lower the density. That means the further the stitches are apart. The Degrade feature varies the density. Color blending is achieved when you use a Degrade feature with two different colored blocks. The two blocks are laid on top of each other and the density values are flipped. Note, stitches are not like ink. They cannot blend well in small areas. Therefore, to achieve an effective blend, the blocks must be fairly large. In general, text blocks should be larger than 1 inch in height. The larger, the better. Also, when creating blends, if possible, create an outline around the finished blocks to improve the overall appearance. The best tools to use for degrading and blending are freeform, shapes, and lettering. You can color blend with the column tool too, but this requires advanced level digitizing skills to be effective. When using the lettering feature, you will most likely want to use the hyperfont function and create new lettering, as the 30 digitized fonts that we have with PSW Deluxe do not necessarily lend themselves well to using the color blending or the color degrading feature. We will create a circle with the ellipse tool, normal fill recipe. Select the color orange for the sunset or whatever color you would like to blend. Open the embroidery settings and set the stitch length to 4.5. Deselect all underlay and select edge walk. Set the stitch angle to 0 and click the Degrade box. Click the Apply button. Then click the Stitch Type tab and make sure that Step Satin is selected and that Jagged Edge is not selected. Click the Apply button and then right-click Stitch It. Press the Escape key to exit out of the digitizing mode. Click the block and press Ctrl-C to copy the block and Ctrl-V to paste the block. Move the block so that it is perfectly aligned to the bottom block. To ensure that you are perfectly aligned, you may want to turn on the grid and zoom in. Click the Color button and change the block's color to yellow. Once everything is aligned, press the Edit button and then in the Embroidery Settings, deselect the Edge Walk underlay and change the stitch angle to 180. PSW Deluxe will set it as a -180. That is perfectly fine. Select a satin outline, set the stitch width to 20, and then click the Color button to change the color. I selected a brown to blend in a bit with the colors, but you can choose a contrasting color. Click the Apply button and then click the Edit button to exit the editing mode. You should now see a nice gradation of colors. The top should be a nice solid yellow, and towards the middle the colors blending to a nice solid orange at the bottom. It is important that whatever your starting stitch angle is, the next block is the exact opposite of that stitch angle so that the stitches lay correctly and it gives an appearance of blending. That's it! You have successfully color blended a circle. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe. There are additional videos in this series, so please check my channel to view those videos. I have also written an in-depth guide called Digitizing with PSW Deluxe Embroidery Software that contains greater detail than is in these videos. You can purchase this guide from my website at www.tanyaowens.com/PSW-Deluxe. That information is also in the description below. Until next time, happy digitizing.